Hey there, darlings. Welcome to my sector of the universe. This is Jess from Capella Wellness, here to help you step into your truth and star into your power. For those of you who've never been here before, welcome. Hello to you. Thank you for being here. I am so glad you are here. For those of you who are returning, hello again. Thank you so much for coming back to watch my videos or whatever it is that you're watching. I truly appreciate it. And to those subscribers of mine, I cannot thank you enough for your love, your loyalty, your support, for viewing my videos. I know they are long, but there is a reason for this, because I am not like most tarot readers, okay? I do what I am called to do. So I totally appreciate you spending the time watching these things. I'm so grateful to you. And again, I'm so thankful for your loyalty and support. I'm truly, truly blessed not only to have this channel, but to have you guys in my energetic space. One quick announcement: if you would like a personal reading with me, or you would like to purchase a personal tarot reading package, check out the description box below. I am offering 40% off all my readings, to exclude the coaching stuff and the packages. But the packages, you do save a good amount of money, and you do get a bonus reading from that. All right. Or just go to capellawellness.com and check out the service suite and the tarot reading package section. There's plenty of places for you to access that stuff. With that being said, I wish you a wonderful, wonderful week. Many blessings and love to you. Let's get into your reading. Hey there, Sagittarius. Welcome to your weekly reading. How's it going? I hope you are doing fantastic. I wish you a wonderful week. Sending many blessings, much, much love to you for this week. Okay, so Sag, what we do here is, if you've never been here before, we are going to check on what your overall theme is for this week, what you need to focus on, what you need to avoid for your spiritual growth, because this is what it's all about. Stick around to the end so you can see what is coming to you with regards to love, what your wellness tip of the week is, and to boost this reading, to close it out, we are going to pull a super attractor card for you, okay? I highly recommend watching any other videos that you feel compelled to watch, whether you have placements or not. That means that your soul really wants you to receive those messages. Okay, Sagittarius. I have marker all over my finger now. What is the theme for Sagittarius for this week? That wants to come out. Thank you, Spirit. We have the garden and the gate. All right, number 30. Maybe somebody here is 30 years old. Okay, Sag, so let's take a look at this. You're standing here on the other side of this gate. You have the key around your neck, but it looks like you're a little bit fearful of venturing out into the unknown. Maybe you're just so comfortable in your comfort zone. I'm seeing like Two of Wands energy, where it's time for you to step out of your comfort zone. I'm hearing step into your North Node, right? Your life's purpose. Some of you probably know what your life's purpose is, but you're afraid to venture out into that because why? It is so different than what you already do. It is very different than what everybody else does, right? And I've been through the same thing, because I used to be a systems engineer, and I realized that I had these incredible spiritual gifts, and God said, nope, you are going to do this with them instead. I said, okay, and people thought I was nuts, and I was like this girl right here, like, I don't know if this is going to work out. But God gave me the key that's around the neck, her neck, right? That key was for me to utilize, which were my spiritual gifts, which are my spiritual gifts, to unlock the gate of my abundance. If I just ventured out into the unknown and just trusted God, that God knew exactly what was best for me, once I did that, everything shifted, everything changed, and I am living my best life. It was just a matter of me realizing that I had the key all along to get out of that gate. I was not enclosed. I was not stuck. I felt so comfortable being in this garden because it's like the only thing I ever knew. But then I was guided to go head towards my North Node, and that's exactly what I did. And I'm abundant in many, many ways. And it's just amazing to know that just taking those steps to head towards your life's purpose and just taking those risks and just having that unwavering faith in God to allow you to push through, to go move forward, it really shows you how amazing God is, because when he tells you to do something and you do it, like, he becomes so proud of you, and he's like, okay, I'm going to support this individual all the time. Not that God doesn't support us, but we have to do our part, right? This is why they talk about co-creation, right? Co-creation with the universe, co-creation with God. We do our part. God takes care of the rest. God works the magic. And then we are able to utilize the magic within ourselves to create, to birth things into life, like the Empress energy. And we're able to assist others. We're able to help others to grow, to evolve, to learn as we teach, and we grow and we learn as we're teaching them, type of thing. And when doing so, we raise the vibration of the planet because we're helping others to raise their vibrations. Okay. So yeah, some of you are like, you might feel a little bit unsafe. Maybe your root chakra needs to be unblocked. But yeah, I think there's some security and safety, some fear here of stepping out of that gate, of stepping out of your comfort zone, especially with heading towards your North Node. And you're being called to do this as part of your life's purpose. Some of you are afraid that it's not going to be prosperous, it's not going to be abundant. You're afraid that, okay, well, I'm in this job right now, I'm doing what I'm doing, and it's flourishing, right? Look at all the flowers and, you know, these pretty things here. It's enclosed, it's safe, nobody can get in without the key. I mean, yeah, obviously you could kind of jump over the fence, but we're not going to get to that point. But you're saying, hey, I'm comfortable here because things are working out and my garden is flourishing and I'm getting a decent amount of money. But then God's saying, Sag, I really want you to do this. It's time for you to follow your purpose. I'm calling you to do something great, and it's going to bring you prosperity and abundance. And you're saying, I don't know, God. I mean, there are no flowers out there, like, right? There's nothing in that field. It's just a vast field. You're thinking it's a vast field of nothingness, which means you're afraid to step out of your comfort zone and follow your life's purpose, thinking that it's not going to be the same life as you're living now. That's the illusion. Because once you go out there, see, God knows what is best for you. He sees everything. He already knows what your abundance is going to look like, what your new life is going to look like. It's going to be better than anything you have ever experienced or seen. But that's the thing, right? The belief in the unknown. People think they need to see to believe. No, it really should just be trusting in God and just believing in the impossible, right? So, Two of Wands energy, just step out of your comfort zone. Don't have that paralyzing fear with the Eight of Swords and doubt yourself like Two of Swords, or lack of self-confidence with the Nine of Pentacles or the Queen of Pentacles or even the Empress in the reverse. It's like you have the key. All right, not only to go through that gate, and who knows, maybe that gate's already open and you don't need the key. This key is to your mansion that God has waiting for you. This key is to unlock that door, that invisible door that when you open it, you're going to be like, holy cow, this is my life now, type of energy. That's what I'm getting from this, okay? There's something about scarcity mindset, maybe with Four of Pentacles, maybe with that fear again, maybe Nine of Swords. It's like you're thinking that this is going to be such a bad idea, that you're going to be in financial ruin or something with Five of Pentacles or even Five of Cups, and you're just going to be like, this is not going to work out for me. Again, those thoughts about it are going to create that reality. If you take that risk and you're thinking it's not going to work out, it's not going to work out. But God is not going to lead you to somewhere that you don't want to be. That doesn't make any sense. God knows exactly where each and every one of us needs to be. He knows exactly what our purpose is in life. He knows He has assigned us particular roles on this earthly plane, you know, for a reason. We're all being called to do something, whether it sounds crazy to you or not. But this is about you stepping out of your comfort zone and living your real path of truth. Because a lot of us, you know, a lot of people get stuck in the matrix thinking this is how life should be. And a lot of it is tied to material world, right? Like the devil card, materialism, or the Four of Pentacles, like I said. But God's like, no, that is not your truth. Your truth is to be doing something that I have given you. I'm giving you the divine wisdom, not anybody else. It's me. I know exactly what is best for you, and I want you to follow your calling. I want you to follow your path of truth, my truth that I have given to you. Okay? It's time to shift your focus. It's time for you to start thinking differently about how your future can actually be. Again, with the Magician, your thoughts create your reality. You are the driver of your destiny, like the Chariot. God is guiding you towards your paradise. And it's not going to look like that field with nothing in it. It's going to be more expansive and more beautiful and more abundant than the garden that you are already in. Yeah, some of you, there's like this feeling of like the unknown. It's like, well, I don't know. Nobody's really done this before. I don't know what's out there. Is it going to work out for me? I'm fine right here, God. I'm fine. God's like, no, Sag. I have something better for you. It's kind of like Eight of Cups energy. Leaving the past behind and heading out to some place that's more fulfilling and that's going to be more abundant. We now have the appreciation card at the bottom of the deck. This is also about being grateful for what you already have, right? Appreciating what you have, which raises your vibration. And when you have more appreciation for what you do have, you call in more abundance. All right? It's the gratitude, that magic with having gratitude for things. It's like, you know what, God? I'm thankful for this, but I'm going to trust you in what you were telling me to do. I'm going to trust you now. And I'm going to continue to be grateful for the divine wisdom that I'm being given, for the key that you wrapped around my neck already. Not knowing what that door, what key door that might unlock. But I'm grateful to you because you are starting to give me this guidance, and I have to trust in you, knowing that you are going to lead me in the right direction. Because when you get outside of that comfort zone, outside of that gate, there could be a mansion at the top of that hill, you guys. You just can't see it. There's more abundance outside of that gate. You're going to have a mansion with acreages of land, right? But that's what you don't know, because the world, the 3D world tells you, oh, well, you're safe here. This is what everybody else does, and this is how they get their money, and this is where they live, and these are the houses they have. Everybody's doing this and everybody's comfortable, but are people really happy? Are they really living in their truth? Are they following their heart? Are they following their dharma? So while we're venturing on to the unknown, we always have to be appreciative of what we do have and being grateful for that. On top of that, look at what she's doing. She's taking that rose, or it's not really a rose, but that flower from the garden. She knows that maybe there are going to be challenges along the way with those, that bush to her technically her right, our left, that doesn't have any flowers on it. You're thinking when you go out into the unknown, you're going to end up with bush. That's funny. You're going to end up finding a non-flourishing garden. Some of you, that's where you're afraid of. But look, while there might be challenges and there might be, obstacles along the way, you can overcome them. Because at the end of the day, you're still going to have those flowers. See, she moved outside of the gate. And because she wasn't thinking that the environment outside of what she's comfortable with was going to be all dried up and thorny and, bramble bushes or whatever they're called, and just, I'm hearing dry desert, even though it's not really a desert, but look at the kind of like, it looks like there's a fire behind her in a sense. But anyway, even though she's going out there outside of the gate, she's not going to allow her thoughts to create her reality. She's not going to think that what's on the other side of this gate are these types of bushes that are all dried up, that are not flourishing with flowers. Because she knows no matter what, she stays positive, she's still going to continue to have that abundance. She'll have more of it. And she takes action, right? She goes over there. She planted the right seeds. She took her time. She was patient. She continued to follow God. And then she started to grow another garden, but in a larger space and a larger field. Again, I said acreages of land, if that's even a word. So she's here holding this flower. And she's like, look what I built. Look what I grew. Look what I birthed into the world. Just like Queen of Pentacles, Empress energy, like I was talking about. She understood her own worth and realized that she was capable of planting these seeds that she took with her from the garden, from what she knew from her previous world. And now she planted them elsewhere, not knowing if that ground was going to be fertile enough, but it was. But she made that magic happen because she had that magic within her, kind of like the magician or even temperance, alchemy, and planting those seeds and having those same types of flowers grow around her. And yes, it doesn't look the same as this garden, but she just started. And she knows that there's more work to do. But she's grateful that she got to this point, even though maybe along the way she planted some seeds and they weren't growing flowers, but she kept at it, and eventually she started to grow a flower. The flower started to grow. And she's like, yeah, you know what? This has been challenging, even though I stepped out of my comfort zone, and this is part of my journey. I'm still flourishing. And eventually, at the end of the day or the end of the year, whatever it is, she will have that huge field full of flowers. That's way bigger than the one that you see in the Garden of the Gate picture. Okay? And that is symbolic of what? Abundance. Way more abundance than she had before, because she took that risk and she wasn't fearful that it was going to be dry and arid and dusty. None of that. All right. I'm also getting from this, because you stepped out of your comfort zone, Sagittarius, there may be a lot of money coming your way, because as you went along on your journey, you were appreciative of everything you ever experienced, all the people you've encountered. You appreciated what you had. You valued yourself. You knew what your magic was. And because you stepped out of that comfort zone, you are going to get the mansion. You're going to get all that land. You're going to get all of that abundance because you were planting those seeds, like the Seven of Pentacles. And now you're going to get the Ace of Pentacles, in a sense. Gratitude, I'm hearing, is key here. All right? Appreciate what you have, not what you don't have. Maintain an optimistic mindset. Keep your thoughts positive. Always choose gratitude over choosing lack, because lack attracts lack. We don't want to be in Five of Pentacles. Even if, something doesn't go in our way, we're like, I still have my other flowering bush over here. And I'm going to continue going, and I'm going to continue growing and flourishing and continue to express that gratitude and not focusing on what is not working, focusing on being afraid, focusing on what could happen, what couldn't happen. There's a lot to be grateful for. Every time you have a win, that is expressing gratitude. What I want to say is every time you have a win, express your gratitude for having that small win. And then those small wins get to the big thing, right? You get to the finish line. And you win like first place or something. You win the small battles and then you end up winning the war in a sense. So yeah, some of you, your financial status is going to change because you stepped out of your comfort zone. Others of you, and you appreciated what you already had and you weren't worried about, any negative, you weren't thinking any negative thoughts. And all of this appreciation is now coming back to you because you were grateful for everything and everything that you've done, all the growth that you have accomplished, the self-mastery you have achieved, like going from hermit mode and what's the other one? Eight of Pentacles, working hard at it, doing the hard work, right? You were so grateful for everything that you went through, and now this abundance is coming in. And this card talks about money, a lot of money coming in, all right? Others of you, when you step out from that gate and you grow, you plant those seeds and you continue on with your journey and you continue to appreciate what you go through in that journey, then you will eventually get that amount of abundance, in this case, material wealth. All right, so let's see what you need to focus on. Spirit guides, angels, galactic family, Pleiadian Sirians, please reveal to us for our highest good. What does Sagittarius need to focus on for today? Please and thank you. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, your support, and your clarity. Okay. Ooh, look, it's 3 of Wands. For those of you who've done the work, your ship's coming in. Or ships. I heard there's more than one ship coming in. You're getting a lot of ships that are about to dock. This card is about abundance. I mean, guys, there's abundance written all over this thing already. There are a lot of things coming into your life, Sagittarius, for those of you who did some seriously hard work. Everything that I just said. Others of you, it's time. They want you to continue on your journey. Don't rest on your laurels. Actually, either one of you, whatever group you're in, if you've done the work, you know if you've done the work, because you feel completely different than you did before. Others of you need to start getting out of your comfort zone, heading towards your North Node. Some of you Sagittarians are living your life's purpose, and others of you have to start heading in that direction. So either way, whatever group you're in, this is still about not resting on your laurels. Just continue on with your journey. Now, for those of you who, it's like you already achieved union with self. You've already finished your, completed your healing, your self-transformation, whatever this is. You are now going to get your rewards. Those ships are now coming in for you. And the hard work is paying off. Okay. For the others of you, you're kind of like waiting to get on that surfboard and to go out and ride those waves. Again, look at the vastness of the sea. Look how kind of similar this is. This is a card of waiting. Some of you are just like standing there. You're waiting for the right wave. But what God wants you to do, and I'm looking at the butterflies here. They want me to bring this back. The butterflies, your transformation. When you've completed your transformation, like you are ready to fulfill your life's purpose. That's what that preparation is for. The Three of Wands, for those of you who haven't gotten out of that gate yet, who haven't stepped into your North Node, you're just waiting. You're just standing there. You're waiting for the right wave. But God is telling you to just go. It's kind of like leap of faith energy I'm seeing with this too, like the Fool card. God is saying to you, Sagittarius, you know what, Sag? I know you're waiting for the perfect wave to ride it out, but why don't you just go in the water anyway? And I'm going to create that wave for you. And even better the one than what you are expecting. It's exactly what I was talking about with this card here. You don't know that there's a mansion at the top of that hill, right? And God knows what's inside the mansion type of a thing. So some of you are just, they're like biding your time. You're like, you know, I'm just waiting. I'm waiting for the right moment. I'm waiting for the right moment. Nope, you already have the moment. You already have the key. You already have what you need. It's like the magician. You have everything that you need to head in that direction. Some of you, there's this like greatness coming towards your way. And with this comes a lot of money, like I said before. You're not going to believe the abundance that is going to drop at your door. It's like this wave that's coming in. You're thinking, okay, cool. It's like this, you know, whatever. I can't articulate this. It's like you're saying, okay, you know, I usually catch these types of waves and I'm waiting for that same one because I know that those are the ones that are going to work out for me and I get to ride it for a long time or whatever this is. So you're expecting something that you are familiar with or you think you're going to get. But what I'm getting from this is interesting because I never channeled this with this card before. You're going to get all of these waves coming in that are going to bring in all these ships. You're going to be like, what just happened? Right? And a lot of it has to do with material wealth. Some of you are going to come into a lot of money with whatever this is. And again, it's not just one ship, it's multiple ships I keep hearing. You're going to have, see, it's almost going to look like tsunamis. Oh, that's what they wanted me to say. Riding the tsunami, you think that are just, you know, usual regular waves coming in that you used to riding when you go surfing, but what's coming towards you is a freaking tsunami of stuff, of abundance, a tsunami of abundance. Okay. And you're going to be like, holy shit, what just happened? And it might be overwhelming to you. You're like, am I going to ride that thing? It's a freaking tsunami. And people don't usually do that unless you're like super, super, super adventurous. But I don't know. I don't really follow surfing. But You're going to think, oh my God, do I go out there still? But God's like, have faith in me. I know this is huge, Sagittarius, but this is your reward. Okay? Just continue to be patient. Those of you who are so close, it's like this card is like they're right there. They're on the horizon. Things are going to manifest in ways that you were not expecting, in ways you are not going to believe. And it's going to include the tsunami of abundance. Okay? It's going to be crazy, Sagittarius. For those of you who are doing the work, just be patient because it's right there. Others of you, you are waiting for the right moment. You're waiting for the right wave. God's saying, nope, I want you to jump into the ocean first. And then I'm going to have that wave for you to catch. Because it's not the wave that you think you want to catch. I'm going to give you something different. So this is a leap of faith for those of you who are a little bit skeptical of moving away from your comfort zone. All right. Manifest your dreams. Make that forward progress anyway, even though you don't know what's coming. It's amazing how these cards look very similar in a sense. That vast field, I was like, that, I don't know, God, I don't know. That vast ocean, well, you know what? I've never really surfed at this part of the ocean, but I'm just going to go with what I know. Nope. Those of you who have not ventured out, okay, you have to venture out into the unknown to get that tsunami of abundance. That is the great reward. And I always say with great risk comes great reward. The bottom of the deck is Six of Cups. This is stuff that's familiar to you. This is nostalgia. This is reminiscing about the past. Some of you might literally have to move because this is Three of Wands talks about travel. All right, some of you need to travel. Maybe with this abundance, one of the ships that's coming in, it's going to be this amazing opportunity, and you're going to have to literally move across country or across the ocean to another country. You might move to another state. You might move to another country. I'm hearing for some of you, it's another country. But this is part of your life's purpose, okay, Sagittarius? And some of you need to move away from the home you've always known. Again, with this Garden Gate and the Six of Cups energy I'm getting with this. Something along the lines of leaving the past behind. In order to gain this abundance, to receive it, you're going to have to leave the past behind. And some of you, it might be a little bit hard because, again, this is your comfort zone. You're going to be living a completely different life, something that you've never experienced, like I said, but this is part of the package. It's part of your abundance package, all right? Some of you, and remember, this is a general reading. Take what resonates, discard the rest. I always have to say that because this is not personal. You are here for a reason, so there's something here for you. But if it's definitely not resonating with you, it's not your story, it's not your story. Just pay attention to the other things and say, oh, that's for me, okay? But don't have your unhealthy ego cup the hands over your head. You're like, oh, yeah, I know I need to get out of the gate, but I'm not going to listen to that because, no, I'm giving into fear. But when God wants you to go through that, I mean, I'm telling you, again, this card talks about a lot of money that is on the other side of this gate. Even though you don't see pentacles, you don't literally see money, that's the facade, right? That's the illusion. That's why with great risk comes great reward, because you are believing in God anyway. You are trusting in God because you're like, okay, God wants me to do this. He knows what's right for me. He always knows what's best. Some of you, yeah, it's like the past is holding you back. Don't let the past hold you back. Others of you, as I was getting to before I said my general reading spiel, there's somebody coming back from your past. You're going to be reconciling with someone, and that is going to add to it's like money. A ton of money is coming on one ship. The love of a lifetime is coming on another ship, and God knows what's coming on the other ships. I don't know, some dream job, it might be in the other ship, that type of thing. Okay, so somebody's coming back from your past to reconcile with you. This is past life, this is soulmate, this is love life partner, light counterpart / twin flame energy. Some of you wants to reconcile with you, and some of you have been waiting. It's been a long time. 3 years, I heard, for some people. It's been 3 years maybe since you've actually physically interacted with this individual or actually seen them in person. Maybe 3 years since you've heard of this person. And you're like, I don't know, God. I haven't seen or heard from this person in so long. I'm not sure. But this is 3 of Wands. This is a new beginning. This is like a breakthrough. This is something new birthing into your life. This is the manifestation of your dreams. At some point, you were hoping to be with this person, and now you're like, oh, I don't know. Have they changed? Your gut is going to know if they have. If you are a light counterpart / twin flame or whatever, this person was destined to be in your life for a reason, and you were destined to come into union with this individual. All right. So yeah, somebody wants to come back and reconcile after a long period of like nothing manifesting, nothing happening. But this is what happens, because sometimes we're usually tested, and God wants to see if we're really ready. If we believe in what God has been telling us, especially if we know that we're coming back into union with somebody. You know that this is your counterpart, your past life lover. This is the person for you. If you know deep down inside, Sagittarius, that this is your person, then trust in that. And God tests us sometime, because we have all this time passed, but this is also a time of healing. Because somebody healed here too. Somebody both of you healed. And even though it's been a while, you're just like wondering, I don't know, because it's been so long. Is it still here? We have the 3 of Wands. Like the ships are docking very soon, if they haven't already. Because remember, time is fluid. This could have happened last week. This could be happening now. This could be happening 3 weeks, a month down the road. And when I do readings for clients, sometimes I pick up on stuff that happens months later, okay? So it depends. I'm not saying that that's the case, but it depends. All right. So some of you, yes, there is a someone from your past coming back, but this is somebody that God already had ordained for you. And yeah, those of you who are afraid to venture out, it's time to go. Don't let the past hold you back. Your self node is holding you back, is what I just heard. What is it that Sagittarius needs to avoid? Another 3. Okay, you guys, with 33 here. The Ascended Masters are in this reading. They are supporting you with this. We have 3 of Swords. That's why I was picking up, I don't know, because it's been so long. Separation. The separation has lasted for a while, and you're like, God, when is it going to be my time? When is this going to manifest? Okay? Don't allow yourself to continue to be in this 3 of Swords energy. It will delay the manifestation of your dreams, because this will be low vibrational. In some cases, I'll get to the higher vibrational sense, because there is light and dark to each card, right? But if you are continuing to focus on grief, loss, disappointment, heartbreak, and you're calling out to God like, God, why? Why do I have to go through this? Why? You're not trusting in God. The lower vibrational energies are going to continue to attract lower vibrational things, right? So with this Three of Swords energy, don't focus on the separation. Don't focus on the heartbreak. This is also about divine timing, right? Some of you know that you have to go towards your healing. Some of you know that you have to head towards your North Node. I do talk about one of the key things to achieving physical harmonious union with your counterpart is to live your Dharma, to follow your life's purpose. I had my spirit team specifically tell me this when I had asked them. It wasn't just about self-love and stuff. It was the life purpose that was going to get me, that was going to manifest union into the physical. It was the Dharma card that I got. So some of you are like, I'm not sure about this. This has been a lot of, I've been through a lot of pain and heartache, especially if this person's coming back. Are they going to break my heart again? Like I said, trust your intuition. If you've already done the work, if you're already living your life's purpose, Sagittarius, and you're resonating with the part with you are in a light counterpart connection, you would have mastered so much that you will be able to know whether that person coming back has achieved self-mastery too. Because you've jumped timelines. You're supposed to be on a higher timeline now. If you've done the work, you're going to know. Trust me, you're going to know. And I think some of you already feel that your individual has healed, that they have achieved self-mastery, okay? That they have become the divine masculine Christ. And I'm talking about divine masculine Christ. And here we are with the number 33, with the ascended masters. And of course, Jesus is an ascended master, right? So make sure you don't go back to falling into this energy, because we do have ships coming in for those of you who've done the work, and others of you are afraid to make that move because you're afraid of separating from your counterpart. You're afraid of leaving that job. You're afraid of leaving your parents. You're afraid of, maybe for some of you, leaving a marriage. I don't know. I pick up on a lot of stuff. And I say marriage because look what's at the bottom of the deck. We have the Hierophant. I'll get back to that in a little bit. You're afraid of separation from something, Sagittarius. That's why some of you are afraid to go outside the gate and to venture out into the unknown. I mean, if you've seen the Frozen 2 movie, I mean, look at that. There's a huge message in that, right? She did it anyway. She was fearless, and she was like, I'm being called. And then look how much happier she was. She was in her element. She was who she was supposed to be. That was her North Node. It's the same thing with everybody here, most people here. When you follow your North Node, it's where God wants you to be. That's your life's purpose. We all have a purpose here on this planet. So some of you are just really fearful of like separating yourselves from the world that you've always known. When the world that you don't know about, the world that you've never lived in, is going to be better than the world that you live in now. It's the same thing that I've experienced, and it's just crazy that, and I was talking to my parents about this just last night, I'm still in disbelief with how my life has manifested, or the type of life that I'm living now. And I know there are more things to come. It's like there's other ships that are coming in, you know, because I feel it. I know what God has promised me, and I'm just, you know, continuing to do my light work as those things continue to manifest. But it's crazy when I took that leap of faith and I left my old world behind, I left my old self behind, even though I was afraid of separating myself from that, what the unknown brought me, what the unknown ended up being way better than I could have ever imagined. And this is exactly the message for you guys to understand, or at least to acknowledge, because God has something better for you. And if you're afraid of leaving a counterpart or a partner, now if it's a counterpart and you know that God has already told you that this is your person, You may have received messages that, you know, in divine timing, you guys will come back into union. That's the case because at the end of the day, when both of the counterparts have healed fully and they're living their life's purpose, it then is up to God. He finalizes everything, and it does have to do with the astrological transits. It does have to deal with the alignment of the planets. Everything has to be perfectly orchestrated, like the Temperance card, before physical harmonious union can happen. That's the last part of this. And some of you are right there. That's what's going on, especially with this week. I'm recording this the week of September 20th. We just had the full moon in Pisces. I'm recording this on the 21st of September, 2021. Everything that's going on this week, astrologically, it's really pushing, calling for a lot of unions to happen, especially Libra season is starting like tomorrow. And it's fall equinox, complete change of seasons, a lot of change, guys. So for some of those of you know you've done the work and you feel it coming, it's about the ships are about to dock. And yes, it talks about somebody coming back into your life. And when all this abundance comes, Sagittarius, don't be afraid of separating yourself again from what you have been doing already, because you're moving to the next phase of your life, kind of like the World card. You're ending one cycle, beginning another cycle. It's like, and the Fool, right? You're going to live a completely different life once these ships come in. So some of you are like, the others of you, you're afraid to separate yourselves from what you've always known. But intuitively, you know, Sagittarius, that it needs to be done. All right. You know it needs to be done. The Hierophant at the bottom of the deck, the programming, what you're used to, the traditions, right? This is about continuing to do the same thing that you've always known because you're comfortable with it. It's what's been programmed into your brain. God wants you to reprogram your brain. If you know that the current life that you're living is continuously to bring you disappointments, sadness, you're just not like feeling it anymore, you're being called to something of a more spiritual in nature, this is God stepping in, because this is the Pope of the Tarot deck. This is about you following a path, a spiritual path, okay? Some of you are here to heal your heart. There's the light side of the positive side of the Three of Swords. This is about your healing. God is calling you to focus on your healing. Some of you are like, oh, I don't know if I should go out and venture into that type of journey, your journey of the soul, of healing your heart, opening up your heart chakra. God is stepping in to heal your broken heart, to heal what's happened in the past, to help you let go of the past, the disappointments that have happened with relationships, with jobs, with other family members, with whatever this is, disappointments with life in general. Look how happy this guy is. He understands the true meaning of life. Why? Because God tells him what the true meaning of life is. He shows him the truth. This guy follows a path of spirituality and he feels blissful 98% of the time, because he's so tuned in to God. He has this direct line of communication with God that he knows that he's going to be fine, that everything's going to be fine, and that life is magical, that life is full of abundance and full of love and full of light and full of all this greatness. And look how simple he looks, right? He's just sitting there with his feet touching each other, kind of like in a yogic position, and he's just, He's communicating with God, and he and God are having a conversation, and they're laughing about it. It's like this guy's finding the humor as to why life is the way that it is. And he's continuing to enjoy it to the fullest no matter what happens. Because he's appreciative of the divine wisdom that God has given him to help him to see the truth. Appreciating that everything that he went through in life was to get him on his path. Appreciative of the fact that as long as he follows God's guidance, that God is always going to lead him on the path of truth, towards his north node. And even when he gets to his north node, he knows that whatever else God tells him, it's for his highest good. So a lot of you need to release this programming, especially if you're being called to do something of a spiritual nature. Okay? Sagittarius, you guys are all about higher learning. This is about higher learning. And higher learning also, Sagittarian energy is about spirituality, philosophy, right? God wants you to have a closer connection with him to overcome this Three of Swords energy. He wants to heal your heart. God is calling you to heal the heart. And as you go through that journey of self-transformation, of healing of the self, you start preparing yourself to fulfill your life's purpose. And when you do that, that is when this abundance comes in. And this is Taurus energy. Maybe you're dealing with a Taurus, maybe not. Doesn't have to be, but they wanted me to say it. All right, we're going to go clarify the cards. Let's see here. Why is the Three of Wands here? Spirit guides, angels, galactic family, Pleiadian, Sirians. Please reveal to us why the Three of Wands is here, please and thank you. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, your support, and your clarity. Somebody here might be 33 years old. If you are 33 years old and you are watching this, this is a very significant message for you. Why is the Three of Wands here? Okay. I also heard somebody has been in the career for 33 years and now they're being called to do spiritual work. And you're like, what? Now? But if you're being called, if this is you, Sagittarius, it's time to follow the calling. Step out of your comfort zone. Why is the Three of Wands here? Spirit guides, angels, galactic family. I was going to say, is anything going to come out? There it is. What did I tell you? The Fool. I felt this so very strongly because I kept hearing leap of faith, leap of faith, leap of faith. I can't say anymore, Sagittarius. Take that leap of faith. That new beginning. God wants you to take that leap of faith because he's going to give you a new life, living life anew, going out there without any fear, going into the unknown. This is the fearless journeyman. This is a new beginning towards your healing, towards like doing something completely different, heading towards your north node, living a completely different life and having a completely different purpose. You're going to live your life's purpose, but you're going to embark on this journey without fear. You're not going to care what anybody thinks. You shouldn't be caring about what anybody thinks, by the way, because you know that God is leading you towards your life's purpose. This is you following your heart, because deep down inside, Sag, you know what your calling is, but it's just a little bit skeptical about it because it's like, I don't know. This is scary. This is going into the unknown. I don't know what's going to happen. Don't focus on the outcome. Don't focus on the fear of what might happen, what might not happen. That's what I was talking about. You have to go out there and just kind of wing it. But know that if that inner calling that you have is leading you to something, trust in it. That's God speaking to you, saying, Sagittarius, I got you. There's something much better for you here. Go venture out into the unknown. I'm giving you that guidance. You're probably getting signs and synchronicities. I'm seeing the High Priestess card too. These downloads and things, and you're seeing all this stuff now, and you're like, oh, maybe you're finding out you have psychic abilities. That's for somebody here. Remember, this is a general reading. Take what resonates, discard the rest, all right? There is something for you here because you were brought here. You were compelled to click on this video, all right? There's something for you here. And be honest with yourself with what that is. So yeah, Aquarian energy, ruled by Uranus, something unexpected here, all right? And for those of you who have done the work, I said there's like unexpected abundance, a tsunami of abundance. You're not going to believe it. You're going to be in disbelief. You're not going to see it coming, Sagittarius. And again, it does talk about a lot of money for some of you coming in, all right? For those of you who need to take that leap of faith, you got to do it. Don't wait for the right time. Now is the time to do it. And yes, we talked about divine timing, but sometimes it's like, especially if you just get that inkling, it's like, you know what? I've been pushing it off. I've been waiting too long. It's like God saying, try to avoid the tower moment where they force you into it. Go, just take that leap. Just go, just do it. The fool just does it. He jumps right into it. He jumps right into it. And for those of you where this life that's coming in very soon, I'm hearing again, just continue to be patient because it's there. You're going to be in such disbelief that what God has brought to you, the new life you're going to be living, you might have a little bit of fear because you're like, wait a minute, this is too good to be true. I'm not sure. They're also saying with that, don't be a fool, Sagittarius, when all of this abundance comes in and you start questioning it, especially if this abundance comes in, all this money, this wealth, and all these manifestations of your dreams come in, especially if it comes in with your counterpart, in your thinking, like you're going to go back to the heartbreak. Why, when you have healed? Why are you going to give into that fear? Why are you going to be worrying about this happening again? They're saying don't be foolish because that's not what this is. You have mastered yourself so much that you're going to know that this is what's for you. It's just that the grace that God is giving you, the amount of wealth and prosperity that is coming in for you, Sagittarius, again, it's going to be so shocking. You're going to think there's something wrong with it. You're going to think there are strings attached. There are no strings attached to this, Sagittarius. For those of you who have done that arduous work, take that leap of faith. Because you have gone through the journey, the hero's journey already, then now you are ready for the next phase of your life. Again, that new beginning into an unknown, because the life that God now has for you, that he's brought to you because you've done your work, it's going to be unlike anything you have ever experienced. Page of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Again, trusting your gut, your instincts. That's what I was talking about. Being open to these new possibilities. And with the Page of Cups, this is unexpected again. Even though the fish is not coming out, I'm getting the energy anyway. Something unexpectedly is happening, and it's going to be like tugging at your heartstrings. You'll be like, whoa, oh my God, this is like so deep. You're going to get emotional about how much your life is going to change. I'm seeing kind of Nine of Swords, but only the fact where somebody gets down on their knees and they're just crying because they're in disbelief. Like, oh my God, really? This is what my reward is? My rewards are? It could be, it's cups, it's water, it's emotional. New beginning, again. about following your dreams and your aspirations. Maybe some of you have dreams of being a singer, a music writer, a music producer, an artist, a sculptor. There's something artistic in nature with the Page of Cups energy. Some of you want to do that. You think you're too old. You think it's too late. Nope. If you're getting that calling, guys, it's time to do it. It's time to take that leap of faith. Others of you, I said you were starting to realize that you're becoming more psychic in nature. You have this is a highly psychic person. So there's some of you here who are starting to realize that you have very high, very strong psychic gifts, psychic abilities. And that you're being called to utilize those gifts, that key around your neck to give you the abundance. You might be doing tarot. You might be led to doing that as part of your life's purpose. Again, you may have some very strong artistic abilities. Maybe you can combine the psychic abilities with your artistic abilities, and that creates your abundance. That is part of your life's purpose. It depends. This is water energy, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Maybe you have that in your chart. Maybe you're dealing with a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Or an Aquarius. Depends. Doesn't have to be. But this is really about trusting and following your heart. And with the healing, this is healing your inner child too. Going out and embarking that new journey of healing of the self. Healing the inner child. So that you are ready for your next phase in your life, which is going to bring about that abundance for the hard healing work, the arduous healing work that you've done. And yeah, again, with the unexpected, for those of you who've done the work, yeah, this is just going to pop out of nowhere. You're also probably going to get a message of love out of nowhere. That's part of what's coming with those ships. All right. Somebody's going to express their love to you. Somebody's going to open their heart to you now because they know what unconditional love is, what this connection is. And again, there's a shock factor with this. All right. Okay, Three of Swords. Why is the Three of Swords here? Thank you, Spirit. We have the Seven of Wands. Don't put up your defenses. Don't fight this off, Sagittarius. You're fighting the separation from whatever the separation for you is. Whether you're afraid to separate from your counterpart, you're afraid to separate from your parents, the home you've always lived in, the country you've always lived in, the state you've always lived in, the job you've always had. You're fighting it off. God, again, is calling you for greatness. There is something else you should be doing with your life, Sag, and they really want you to have that confidence and courage to get up and go. Go follow your calling, because there is something way, way better for you, okay? With regards to love, for some of you, you're afraid, especially if somebody's coming back into your life, you're afraid that they're going to break your heart again. You're going to be like, nope, I'm putting up these walls. I'm putting up these walls. I am not going to let my heart get broken again. But like I said before, Sag, you're going to know. Trust your gut. We saw the Page of Cups, okay? This is also about being stagnant, right? Why you don't want to separate from whatever it is. You don't want to move forward to the unknown. It's like, I don't know. I'm putting up my defenses. I'm fighting this off. I don't want to do this, right? This is also about they're looking at this. Hold on a second, because I'm looking at this differently. Okay, this is weird because you have the Ace of Wands in your hand. God gave you this opportunity, okay? God probably showed you an opportunity to take. He gave you the ace, and you're like, okay, cool, I'm going to go through with this. But then you start getting more messages, or something happens, or you get an opportunity your way to do something, and you're saying, wait, wait, I have to move. I have to get out of my comfort zone. I have to do this. I have to do what? I'm supposed to live my life's purpose using psychic abilities. That's what happened to me. I was telling my parents this just last night. I would have never thought that my life's purpose involved me doing this type of work and utilizing my psychic gifts. No freaking clue. And you know what's crazy though? It's in my birth chart, actually. It's in my birth chart. Who would have thought, right? So some of you are like, wait a minute. This is my opportunity, but I'm supposed to do what with this? And you guys are like, nope. It's like you're kind of like blocking that door. Or maybe somebody's blocking you. There's like a block here where maybe somebody's keeping you from going through that door to your abundance. Maybe it's your ego. Maybe it's still a lack of doubt. Something like that. Some of you are like backing down. You're not making a stand. You're not standing up for what you believe in. You're not continuing to grow. This could also mean that it's time for you to make some compromises. It's like, okay, you know what, God? All right, so you want me to do this? I'm going to make a compromise with you. Okay, I will go move over to this state or whatever. I will follow your divine guidance, and, you know, we'll just see how it goes, or something like that. There's something about compromises being made here, okay? But for others of you, this is like trying to fight it. You're trying to fight these changes. You're like, no, I know I need to go across that gate or go out to sea, but I just can't. Again, there's the fear of the unknown. That's why we have the Fool here. You can't fight your calling. God's going to keep trying to head you in that direction. Look, here's the World card. I talked about the World. Stagnation. Again, I'm hearing usually with this card, this position, that you are causing the delay of your abundance. Some of you who still haven't taken that leap of faith, it's time for you to take that, because they're trying to close out a chapter for you. This is the new beginning into your new life. As a whatever, as a fill in the blank, whatever you're being called to do, Sagittarius. This is a major arcana. These are major life changes. This is for you to move to the next level. God is trying to get you to the next level, but you're going to have to change this about yourself. You're going to have to take that leap of faith to move to the next level of abundance, of getting the tsunami of abundance. All right? That's what they're calling you to do. And I know it sounds scary, but look, you know, I've done it. I'd do it again. I would. Man, taking leaps of faith. Now going forward, because I will be honest with you, with my calling, with my journey, they've already been telling me like what's ahead. And there are going to be some decisions I'm going to have to make. And it's going to require this energy. But because I underwent my self-transformation and I understand how the God works and the universe works and what, excuse me, I'm called here to do, I'm no longer going to be afraid, because I know better now. I know now that God is heading me in the direction that I'm supposed to head towards. It's like the next level. We're always going to go through the journey in the major arcana, from the Fool to the World, we're always going to make those major cycles around the world. And each time we level up and we level up and we level up until we have completed our purpose here fully on this earthly plane. And each time that you level up, it's like I told you, what's coming next for me, I'm not going to give in to fear, because I know that this opportunity is presenting itself, because God knows that I'm ready for it. He does not give us what we can't handle. There we go. Abundance mindset. If you think of your abundance as something that happens in the future, then it will always be one day away from you. See, feel, think, and speak of abundance as something you already have in the present moment, and that is what you will experience. See, you guys are like, it's in the future. It's like, oh, I'm waiting. I don't know. I'm waiting for the right time. Now's the right time. Visualize the abundance. The abundance mindset brings you just that. Your thoughts create your reality. Just like what this card talks about with feeling that you already have it so that it will manifest into the physical. Sever vows of poverty. Dear one, there's no need to suffer or sacrifice. Hold the intention of undoing any vows of poverty or self-denial that you may have made consciously or unconsciously in any lifetime. As you do so, all effects of these vows will be undone for everyone involved in all directions of time. So with the vows of poverty, it may very well be tied to, like I said, the scarcity mindset, not having enough, or not having what other people have. Or you're afraid you're going to have nothing, that it's going to be dry and arid like I talked about. You're afraid that you're going to be poor if you follow your life's calling. You're not going to be poor because you're following your life's calling. Is what God wants you to do. God is our only source and supply. It's all God, okay? So release this type of energy. This is lower vibration. This is probably what's blocking your abundance. And that's what you're kind of waiting, because there's this scarcity mindset here. You're probably afraid that whatever you're being called to do is not going to be prosperous. You're not going to have material wealth with that. You need to let go of this energy. Unlimited ideas. Your mind is one with God's infinite mind. Therefore, you have complete access to unlimited ideas guaranteed to bring blessings. All you need to do is take divinely guided action to allow these ideas to come to fruition. I was talking about getting downloads and insights and stuff like that, right? Signs and synchronicities. You're probably getting ideas and dreams too. God is already telling you what to do, Sagittarius. You have complete access to unlimited ideas. God is giving you these ideas to help you make a plan and take action on them. Stop waiting around. For some of you, others of you, you've already passed this stage. Detox your friendships. Your abundance flow is being affected by the people with whom you're spending time, so be discerning about your associations and relationships. Choose to be with people who are inspiring, generous, and supportive. For me, God removed a lot of friendships from my life. Practically all of them. Why? Because as I was ascending and I was leveling up, my vibration rose, and I was no longer vibrating at the same level as the people that I was associating with myself with. And on top of that, I got a message just the other week about, with everyone that was removed from my life, I'm not saying they died. That's not it. That God just cut the cords. He literally had things happen so that I wouldn't go back to being friends with them, or we just stopped talking, whatever it was. So what happens is that with those of us who do the work and we're living our purpose with the rewards that come in, and I did say some of you, you're going to have the tsunami of abundance come in. Those people who are not in alignment with you anymore, they will be jealous. Some might try to come after you for money. Some of them may try to sabotage you. They may try to gossip about you, that type of thing, right? Some of them are not going to know when you come into this abundance, when you do the work. So that is why that God will literally remove, friendships and toxic relationships from your life because of one of those reasons. Well, that reason I just talked about. Others of you literally have to kind of cut the cords with these individuals because these people are also blocking your abundance, right? We have, this is a block, your mindset about scarcity, your scarcity mindset about your thoughts about poverty or lack, I should say. And some people you're surrounding yourself with, they're also blocking your abundance. Some of them, what's interesting here is like, there are a lot of friends maybe who are telling you, who are coming after you saying, what are you trying to do? You shouldn't be doing that. Why are you doing that? It's like all these people are telling you all these things, that you cannot follow your life's calling, or that you shouldn't be doing what you are planning to do. And with like, maybe you're dealing with 7 friends who are trying to take you down or whatever, or trying to keep you from progressing. All right. Again, 3 of Wands is forward progress. You may very well have quite a few friends or family members or whomever, bosses even, from preventing you from going through that door. And look at all that light coming through that door. All right. So a lot of you have to get rid of these friendships and relationships that don't serve you. Even if you are in like a marriage, a toxic marriage, or unfulfilling, or, a love relationship here, they want you to cut that cord, because anything lower vibrational that you're energetically still tied to, it's going to block the manifestation of your abundance, of what God wants to give to you. All right. So let's see what is coming to you with regards to love. What is coming to Sagittarius with regards to love? Spirit guides, angels, galactic family, Pleiadian series. Alrighty. Let's see here. Oh. Huh. Leo got Mr. and Mrs. Fix-It too. We have core values. Seek partners whose core values align with your own. Meet your tribe at places of interest to you. See, you have to find like-minded people, Sagittarius, not just with love, but with friendships in general. Because I know this is talking about love, but they want me to talk about friendships too. Any relationships. Meet your tribe at places of interest. This is talking about you finding your tribe. People who are kind of have the same types of likes, same types of aspirations and dreams as you do. More spiritual people, I'm being told. All right? Especially when it comes to love. If you're attracting low vibrational people, that means you need to change your vibration to heighten it. You want to focus on their beliefs and their values, not solely on the type of career they have, what they look like, what they're driving, that maybe somebody's just really funny, but their core values aren't there, something like that, right? This is what a lot of us don't focus on. And I know that was with me, especially in my marriage, that we weren't on the same page with. Nobody really focuses on core values, but that is so very important for a harmonious relationship to flourish, okay? This is, now we have Mr. and Mrs. Fix-It. Don't try to fix others. Heal yourself to attract best partner. People pleasing, trust the process. See, talking about healing, right? Some of you are like, you don't want to do the healing. Like, nope, you're blocking it. You know that you need to separate yourself from someone. For some people, it is a love interest. Don't try to fix the situation that's trying to control it. You have to heal yourself first. when you step out of your comfort zone and you focus on your journey of healing, you're going to attract your divine partner. When you have healed and your heart chakra is completely open, it's completely healed, and you're vibrating at the frequency of unconditional love, which is the violet flame, you attract the true unconditional love. All right? Don't try to fix it. God will fix it. You focus on fixing yourself. Bottom of the deck is mingle. Go to places that pique your interest. Attend social gatherings. Talk to and meet new people. See what I was talking about, meeting new people? That's why they want you to detox your friendships. You gotta stop. You have to align yourself with like-minded people or people who are more high vibrational. Because the low vibrational people, you're going to be still tied to that, and it's going to affect the ships coming in. All right? So, with regards to love, just go find some new friends. Go find a community. If you sign up for my website, you get access to my mobile app, and you can join my community there of like-minded people. We're all on these journeys, and we're all supporting each other. Maybe you want to join that. You can start. Those are higher vibrational people, and I know there's some of them are still going through some things, but we're all supporting each other's journeys, type of thing. So maybe you would be interested in doing that. But yeah, this is about just going out there and having fun and getting rid of those friendships, those relationships that are no longer serving you, and start filling your energetic space with higher vibrational people. That is going to really help you with your journey. All right, let's see what your wellness tip of the week is. Spirit guides, angels, galactic family, Pleiadian Sirians, please reveal to us for our highest good. What is Sagittarius' energy body calling for this week? Please and thank you. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, your support, and your clarity. These are mudras. If you don't already know, these are hand gestures that expand your consciousness. They also guide the energies with which these hand gestures assist with to help you navigate these energies in this reading that are surrounding you this week, okay? You can do these during meditation, yoga, in the bathtub, your shower, your lunch break in the car, whatever you feel where you have a sense of peace. Commitment. We have commitment here. This is the solar plexus chakra. I highly recommend listening to solar plexus chakra frequencies in your sleep. I also recommend watching my 5-minute meditation for the solar plexus chakra that involves sacred geometry and the solfeggio frequencies. It's on my healing meditations playlist on my channel, okay? So pause the video if you would like, take a screenshot. This is the hand gesture you're going to be doing. This assists with digestion, determination, and focus. It enhances digestion and supports spinal alignment. It cultivates concentration and spiritual commitment. I align awareness, focus, and commitment. This is commitment to your spiritual path. This will help with this. This will also give you more vitality and will really boost your solar plexus area and giving you that personal power to go through with getting out of that gate of heading into the unknown, okay? Courage, that confidence, like I can do this. I'm gonna be able to do this. Here's release at the bottom of the deck with the throat chakra. That's the hand gesture for that. They recommend, my guides recommend listening. I recommend listening to throat chakra healing frequencies in your sleep too. This assists with expansiveness, release, spiritual purification, directs breath and awareness to neck and throat area, energizes thyroid gland, metabolism and energy, releases muscular tension from shoulders, neck, and throat center. The focus is I release all obstacles and align to my true nature. Yep, alignment, spiritual alignment with the Hierophant, absolutely. Okay, let's get your super attractor card to close out this reading and to give it a little boost. spirit guides, angels, galactic family, Pleiadian Syrians, please reveal to us for our highest good. What other message do you have for Sagittarius to close out this reading? Please and thank you. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, your support, and your clarity. Thank you very much. I can decide today to recalibrate my energy and commit to love and joy. As soon as I choose to see the light in the dark corners, I redirect my power toward what I want. The power, personal power, solar plexus, see? There's light everywhere. There's always a silver lining to everything. Focus on what you want, not what you don't want. All right, let's see. The bottom of the deck is when I surrender my will to the care of spirit and the universe, I attune my energy with an ever-present stream of well-being. There you go, Sag. All right, if you would like a personal reading, check out the description box below. I am offering 40% off my readings. The coupon code is in the description box as well, or you can go to CapellaWellness.com and explore my service suite or the tarot packages that I have where you get bonus readings and you save a good amount of money if you purchase a package, okay? I do have healing packages and things like that. All right, Sagittarius, that concludes your weekly reading. Thank you so very much for watching this video, for subscribing if you haven't already, and for illuminating that thumbs up button. I greatly appreciate it. I wish you the best today. And always, I send so much love. And I hope I illuminated your well-being today. Again, this is Jess from Capella Wellness, starring out.